From Louisiana Baseball and Softball Academy, welcome to the Cox 4 Nola Prep Baseball and Softball Show. Hi again, everyone. Welcome to the program. I'm Eric Ritchie, pleased to be joined by LBSA General Manager Ryan Kimberly. Over the next 30 minutes, it's about that time, Ryan. We're going to talk high school baseball district championships, playoff softball games, and of course more from you guys at LBSA. But again, welcome back to the program. And you went to Holy Cross. You're currently a softball assistant coach. You know what this time of the year is like. How would you describe it to somebody who's not from around here, Ryan, what this time is like around in the baseball, softball season?
Well, Louisiana sports is a monster in and of itself. It's an awesome time. Everybody's getting ramped up for the playoffs. Softball playoffs are full swing. It's a great time to be a high school sports fan, a baseball fan, a softball fan, especially in this area. In
District 9 5A, your old Holy Cross Tigers still alive for at least a share of a Catholic League championship. What a season it's been in the Catholic League, where really I think the preseason favorites were the Jesuit Blue Jays, but it was really Rummel who got off to the start. They're still alive. I know Rummel plays your old team in Holy Cross to close out the regular season, and then of course Jesuit with the one-game lead. They close out with a very tough Brother Martin team who also is catching fire. How would you kind of summarize the Catholic League this year?
The competition in the Catholic League is always really intense, and especially a Jesuit Holy Cross rivalry or a Jesuit and the rest of the schools, because Jesuits had such a great program in the last few years. Everybody's kind of gunning for Jesuit every year at that top spot. But the way that everything jumped out and the way that it's finishing up, it's going to be a race to the end. It's going to be exciting, like I said earlier, and it's going to be really interesting to see how everything falls out. Hopefully those Tigers kind of seem to pull it out, but we'll see what happens.
And of course, 5 of the 6 Catholic League teams right now are playoff bound, one of the top 32 teams in Class 5A. So 5 of our 6 New Orleans Catholic League teams headed to the postseason, so that'll be interesting. And then there's, in District 8 5A, Chalmette. The Owls have just been an incredible team this year.
It's great to see Chalmette and everything they've battled through with Katrina to kind of make that rise back up to the top. Great facilities, great coach. Great programs, and just to see those guys kind of get back and have a shot at a district championship is going to be a great step in the right direction for those guys. I'm really excited and happy to see those guys getting back on the right foot.
Let's go ahead now and find out a little bit more about the Chalmette Owls, who already have a school record 25 wins with a lot of games still left to go. We pick up the drama-filled Chalmette-John Eric game, all tied at 1, bottom of the 7th. Owls starting pitcher Rafe Schindler working into the 7th, still bringing the heat. Back-to-back strikeouts to close out the inning, and we're headed to extras. Patriots relief pitcher Jacob Snyder, who came in after 7 strong innings by Kurt Kelly, he was bringing the gas as well, a pair of strikeouts in the top of the 8th. Bottom of the 8th, Chalmette getting it done defensively. After the throw gets away, watch first baseman Hunter Bell with the hustle and the throw. Malik Blaze applies the tag, and that's a big one. Bottom of the 9th now. Again, Eric with the winning run on base, but Schindler induces the 6-4-3 double play that would end the inning and send it to the 10th. Patriots also flashing the leather. Third baseman Chad Clement picks off the line drive for the sweet grab. Bottom of the 10th, Patriots with the major threat. Relief pitcher Marty Neely with the bases loaded and 1 out. First gets the strikeout, then with 2 outs, the grounder to Alex Powell at second, who calmly makes the throw to Bell at first, and the Owls had avoided a gut-wrenching walk-off loss, and you could feel the momentum after they were given a second life. Top of the 11th, they took advantage. This time they get runners in scoring position, and Brandon Wilson lifts one to right. Jeffrey Williams makes the catch. A play at the plate. Dominic Curall, who earlier in the day won a district title in the javelin, scores the go-ahead run. Next batter up, still with another runner on third, and Austin Bergeron also sends a shot to right. No chance for a throw this time. McKeel Blaze would score. That would give the Owls a 3-1 lead. Bottom of the 11th, Neelig would take care of business from there. A 1-2-3 inning, and Chalmette wins the game 3-1, and with it, the outright District 8 5A title. Well, that was one amazing high school baseball game here with victorious Chalmette head coach Lyle Barwick. Coach, What a 48 hours. You go ahead and pick up the 25th win, the most in school history, and then today you go through 11 innings to win your first outright district title in about 10 years. Congratulations. What were these last 2 days like for you?
First of all, the Eric Club, as usual, when we get together, we have some epic battles. There's no free games between these two clubs, and yesterday we were able to put together some good offense, and today we had the flip side of that, and we weren't so good competing early on in the game, but to grind it out, 11 innings, their guys pitched outstanding, our guys pitched outstanding. It's just great to be a part of that and have an opportunity to strategize throughout the course of the game, but load the bases and see it come to fruition in the end and hold on and then grind out 2 in the 11th. It's a great opportunity for this team.
Great defense. You mentioned the pitching. You get some timely hitting as well. Has that kind of been the kind of mojo of this season? And I know you just talked to your team and emphasized the word team, and this certainly epitomized a team victory.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. Since we first got together this year, we've tried to eliminate distractions. I think every team tries to do that. We were certainly had some key goals early, and team was one of them. Leave the outside world at the gates when we come to work, and see if we can stay with us. And staying with us has enabled us to play very, very close ball games against very, very good teams throughout the year. And fortunately, with this historic occasion for Chalmette baseball, we've seen a lot of teams number ones, and we've been in some really close battles, and we've really actually benefited from seeing the number ones and being able to push through and get those one-run victories.
Rafe was so gritty in this baseball game, pitched into the 9th inning, allowed a leadoff walk. You went ahead and brought in Marty. He gets into some trouble with the bases loaded, but man, you talk about a clutch performance on the mound to get out of that jam. What were you thinking there in the 9th inning? Kind of take us through the move, bringing in Marty, and your thoughts on him getting out of the jam.
Well, Marty is a junior on our club, and as a freshman had an opportunity to play third base, and this year early on for him, we made the move to a senior at third base. So Marty has actually had some mental issues of his own to get through. So, we wanted to give him a role, and the role that fit Marty is the closer role. He came to me in the 7th, Coach, you need me to go get ready? I'm ready, blah blah blah, and so he comes into the game in that situation, definitely gets in trouble, but understands why he's there and just throws it in the middle, down the middle, and gets us out of that inning.
A district outright championship is clinched. As you told your players, there's still another district game tomorrow, and then, of course, the postseason. As you get ready and gear yourselves up for the next part of this baseball season, particularly the postseason, what's your mentality here with Chalmette baseball?
Well, 5A at the moment, there's just a lot of movement between 15, 16 all the way through to 25. So, at the top it looks pretty steady. That there's some movement, but 9, 10. I'm really not sure at this point where we're going to match up. Hopefully we don't drop any further. I think this club deserves a decent seed. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to host a home game, but we're just going to go back to the grind, practice, get ready, give our guys a little bit of rest, and do our homework. I think that's the important thing. Do our homework on our opponent and be ready. We're going to come ready to play.
We wish you the best. It was a fantastic baseball game tonight for sure. Thanks so much. Time for us to take a break here on the Cox Ford Nola Prep Baseball and Softball Show. We're going to talk to a couple of Coach Barwick's players when we return, mostly his pitching staff, and we've got high school softball highlights still to come as well. We're back after this. Cox 4's NOLA Prep Baseball and Softball is brought to you by Louisiana Baseball and Softball Academy, and by Cintas, and by Royal Honda.
Giving you a great deal is what makes Royal Honda #1 in the greater New Orleans area. Visit us on Veterans in Metairie and RoyalHonda.com.
Royal Honda, the dealership that's different.
Hey, Hey, New Orleans, our high school athletics have a proud new sponsor, Cintas, the team that has been proudly servicing New Orleans for 35 years. Like a great coach who gets their team ready for game day, Cintas leads the way in servicing all your professional needs. Cintas can help your employees stand out with their retail-inspired uniform programs and help keep your facilities clean and safe with kitchen and restroom supplies, floor mat services, and tile and carpet cleaning. And that is what their local employees have been doing for their 4,000 New Orleans customers. In a lot of ways, Cintas is just like our high school athletes, driven, dedicated, and hardworking. So call Cintas today and make sure your business is ready to be a winner.
And remember, when you buy from the appliance giant, you always get the best deal.
Tony Campo, the appliance giant, always told me if you want to sell appliances in this town, you got to offer the best name brands. That's why at Campo we offer lines like Thermador and Bosch. Right now, when you buy a Thermador cooktop, wall oven, or one of their beautiful ranges from Campo, I'll give you a Thermador dishwasher for free. Come to Campo today to see how we can take your kitchen to the next level when you buy local.
Welcome back to the Cox 4 Prep Nola Baseball and Softball Show. What a game. We just talked to your head coach. Let's talk to you guys. These are the pitchers. We'll start with Rafe, the starter. You went 7 innings in this baseball game. You actually went 9. You go 2 innings deep in extra innings. Tell me what this was like to go out there and compete for a district title.
It was just great. It's a great opportunity, and we pulled through it, and as a team, we just did what we had to do to win.
Tell me about this season and what's got you to this point. What's been the reason for all the success this year at Chalmette, where you guys have just set a new school record for most wins and won your first district outright title in over 10 years?
We just had, through the whole season and beginning of the season, Coach said we got this, and we good enough, and we wanted to prove him right.
I want to ask you about the end of the 7th inning. A shot down the left field line, looked like it might be over, but it went foul. You bared down. It looked like you picked up 5 miles an hour in the fastball. You struck out the next 2 guys.
It scared me a little, but I knew I had my right stuff today, and I pushed through it, and we did it as a team.
Pushed through 9 innings of this 11-inning slugfest and came in, and Marty here comes in the 11th. What were you thinking? There was a runner on, and eventually the bases were loaded, but what was your mentality just coming into the game?
To do my job and close the game and finish it, because the whole team, we all did it as a, we all together, we won. So I figured I had to do my part.
You really kept your composure. You were throwing a lot of fastballs. I know the breaking ball kept kind of hitting the dirt. You had the bases loaded and 2 outs, and really 1 out. But you struck a guy out, and you got the last guy out on the grounder. What was going through your mind with those bases loaded, realizing 1 run and this game was over?
I had to hold the rope. Just when you hold the rope, everybody's hanging on to the end of the rope. You're that one guy that's got to grab and pull everybody up.
Rafe, what were you thinking? Bases loaded.
I believed in him, and I believe in my team, and I was pumped. This is a great game.
When you got a couple of runs there in the top half of the 11th, going back out into the bottom of the 11th, what was your mentality then, realizing you were 3 outs away from the district title?
Finish it off. That's it. Just finish it off.
How's it feel now?
Great. It feels great to be a part of this team.
Well, congratulations, guys. What a baseball game. Time for us to take a break in the Cox 4 Prep Nola Baseball and Softball Show. When we return, softball highlights, playoff action with Riverside, also John Curtis. We're back after this.
Giving you a great deal is what makes Royal Honda #1 in the greater New Orleans area. Visit us on Veterans in Metairie and RoyalHonda.com.
Royal Honda, the dealership that's different.
And remember, when you buy from the appliance giant, you always get the best deal.
Tony Campo, the appliance giant, always told me if you want to sell appliances in this town, you got to offer the best name brands. That's why at Campo we offer lines like Thermador and Bosch. Right now, when you buy a Thermador cooktop, wall oven, or one of their beautiful ranges from Campo, I'll give you a Thermador dishwasher for free. Come to Campo today to see how we can take your kitchen to the next level when you buy local.
New Orleans, our high school athletics have a proud new sponsor, Cintas, the team that has been proudly servicing New Orleans for 35 years. Like a great coach who gets their team ready for game day, Cintas leads the way in servicing all your professional needs. Cintas can help your employees stand out with their retail-inspired uniform programs and help keep your facilities clean and safe with kitchen and restroom supplies, floor mat services, and tile and carpet cleaning. And that is what their local employees have been doing for their 4,000 New Orleans customers. In a lot of ways, Cintas is just like our high school athletes, driven, dedicated, and hardworking. So call Cintas today and make sure your business is ready to be a winner. Welcome back to Louisiana Baseball and Softball Academy with LBSA General Manager Ryan Kimberly. I'm Eric Ritchie. As we roll on now into the softball segment, Ryan also is an assistant coach at Chappelle. So you guys have played many of the teams that we're going to talk about, starting with Riverside, the number 2 seed in 2A. What a start to the season in the postseason for them. They score 12 in the first inning, win 15-0 over Haynes. And you saw this team early on in the season, didn't you?
We did. We played a really close game with them, but another really, really good program, another great facility. It's awesome to see softball facilities getting upgraded and baseball facilities getting upgraded in the area. It just adds to the allure of Louisiana high school sports, but a really good program, great pitcher. It's just unbelievable the run that they could possibly make in the 2A playoffs.
Chappelle lost to Riverside 1-0. The 0 is similar to the highlights that you're about to see, and oh yeah, a no-hitter as well. Riverside opening up the postseason with Haynes, and after a series of miscues by the visitors, the Riverside girls were ready to take advantage. Bottom of the first, and Tony Perrin with the RBI double, making it 6-0. Perrin had a huge game, 2 for 2, scored 2, knocked in 2. Then with the bases loaded, Madison Watson hits a bases clearing triple. Watson was 2 for 3, scored 2 runs, and here's 3 of her 4 RBIs. Riverside led 9-0. A few batters later, Lexi Johnson with the 2-run single to right center. That would cap off an incredible 12-run first inning for the Lady Rebels. How's that to start the postseason? Let's head to the bottom of the second, and the first pitch, gone. Briley Becker with the solo home run deep to right center. That would make it a 13-0 Riverside lead. Now, over on the mound, Cheyenne Trish doing her part to keep Haynes off the board. No, really, Trish would not allow a base runner in this one. On her way to a no-hit, no-run, 5-strikeout performance. Let's head to the bottom of the fourth. The bases are loaded. Haley Tassin hits the sharp grounder. Here comes Tony Perrin, and she beats the throw home. That would enforce the mercy rule. Riverside wins it 15-0 to advance to face Fisher in the second round. Let's hear now from some of the Lady Rebels, starting with their leadoff hitter, senior left fielder Caitlin Cookie Roussel, who reached base all 4 times, scoring a pair of runs.
We were coming in expecting, a fight. Every game has to be a fight, and you have to expect and you have to look at every team with the same mentality. You can't look at the numbers. The numbers go away once playoffs start. So we had to just take it from the beginning and take our confidence that we've been building the entire season and just use it.
These kids have been here before. They're used to the pressure. They're used to being in the playoffs. We're just looking to keep winning, getting out here and playing good softball.
I was very excited. It was my first playoff game ever pitching, and it was my first no-hitter ever. And I'm just happy I have a good defense behind me, and we have a great offense, and I'm really proud of my team.
Cheyenne did a very good job today. She got out there, she threw some good change-ups. All of her pitchers were pretty much working today. So it's always a good day when your pitcher's on.
So from one no-hitter and dominant program to another no-hitter and dominant program, John Curtis in 3A, Ryan, gunning for a 4th consecutive state championship. They've got off to a tremendous start against Iowa. 13 strikeouts and 16 batters. Slow start, but they win 12-0.
Yeah, the fact that they're going for 4 in a row is unbelievable. I mean, what a credit to a great program, a great athletic department, top to bottom in all their sports. Peyton is a monster on the mound. And that program is just a well-oiled machine. They just keep rolling. Just when you think they're out of it, they come right back. They've got no fear. And again, seeing them go for 4 in a row is it's tough to put in words what that's got to mean to that program.
They can't win the state championship without winning the first game. We've got highlights of it right now. Let's go ahead and check out the John Curtis Lady Patriots on their way in the postseason. Top seed 3A John Curtis opening up the postseason against Iowa. A pitcher's duel early in this one, scoreless through the first two. Peyton Pignola on the mound for the Lady Patriots. She had everything working on this day. Peyton able to strike out the side twice, on her way to striking out 13 of the 16 batters she would face in the game. Peyton not only performed on the mound, but at the plate as well. She singled to left here in the bottom of the third. That would score Brianna Neal from third. John Curtis led 1-0. After a wild pitch plated another runner for John Curtis, Alyssa Dean came to the plate and hit a hard shot to short. It would be an RBI single to give Curtis a 3-0 lead at the end of 3. In the fourth, Peyton Adams would deliver a single to center, and 2 more runs would score for the Lady Patriots to make it a 5-0 game. Then in the fifth, the big-time offense would come down. A 7 spot for John Curtis. Tony Rizzo with the 2 RBI double. That makes it a 7-0 lead. Peyton Pignola would drop down the RBI bunt single, her 3rd hit of the day, making it 8-0 Curtis. Then, with the bases loaded, Lydia Linden with the bases clearing double, making it 12-0 John Curtis, and that's the end of this one. What a way for the top seed to start the postseason.
Whenever we started hitting the ball, we all hit the ball, and it was just like a ripple effect. You know, once one person hit it, each person did something.
I thought we played well. I thought the first 3 innings went, we were slow. We were a little sluggish behind, but I thought we picked it up well. And, as a team, we came together at the end, and we fought hard, and we got the job done. The LBSA, we get in there as much as we can. We do drills, a lot of fundamentals, and we're really thankful to be able to have that space. And, we get our job done in there as best as we can.
I think I did well. I've been working on dragging my foot in each pitch and how it works different, and I think I threw every single one of my pitches today, so I thought that was very good. And my 1 walk in the first inning kind of made me nervous, but I came back and I thought I did a very good job.
That's just Peyton being Peyton, and that's what we ask her to do, and that's what we expect of her every time. I know that kind of sounds selfish, but she's the best I got, and she's really the only one I got. And so we try to, we ask her to do a lot, but we also try to score runs. And a lot of times, a lot earlier than that, but we try to score enough runs to give her a little bit of maybe positive vibe. And
these next 4 games, everyone's the last game. You just got to think of it that way. And so put your best on the field and play your heart out. And that's what we did today.
So as we said, Ryan is also an assistant coach at Chappelle. Your season came to an end. You did make the playoffs, falling to Denham Springs in that opening game. Tell me a little bit about Chappelle's season, what it was like in the first-year program.
If you don't win a state championship, it's always hard. You always think you could have done better. But for Stacy Conley, who was a first-year head coach and her first time being back in high school sports, she did an incredible job with our girls. We had a lot of fun. It was fun to be involved with her. I knew her before we got together at Chappelle. So just to help her out and go through that whole ride was just an unbelievable experience for me, for the girls. And we played well. We came up short, but we played really well.
Congratulations on a good year, making the playoffs that first year as with a new coaching staff. That's always important. So that was a lot to be proud of.
Absolutely. We can't ask for anything more than what the girls gave us. We graduate 5 seniors, but a bright future for Chappelle, and a really bright future for Coach Stacy. She should have a lot to work with in upcoming years.
A bright future for softball here at LBSA as well. We featured many teams right here working out behind us. And coming up when we return here after our next break, we're going to talk a little bit more about softball at Louisiana Baseball and Softball Academy. And again, a great place for the girls to come out and work out as well. We're back after this. Hey New Orleans, our high school athletics have a proud new sponsor, Cintas, the team that has been proudly servicing New Orleans for 35 years. Like a great coach who gets their team ready for game day, Cintas leads the way in servicing all your professional needs. Cintas can help your employees stand out with their retail-inspired uniform programs and help keep your facilities clean and safe with kitchen and restroom supplies, floor mat services, and tile and carpet cleaning. And And that is what their local employees have been doing for their 4,000 New Orleans customers. In a lot of ways, Cintas is just like our high school athletes, driven, dedicated, and hardworking. So call Cintas today and make sure your business is ready to be a winner.
And remember, when you buy from the appliance giant, you always get the best deal.
Tony Campo, the appliance giant, always told me if you want to sell appliances in this town, you got to offer the best name brands. That's why at Campo we offer lines like Thermador and Bosch. Right now, when you buy a Thermador cooktop, wall oven, or one of their beautiful ranges from Campo, I'll give you a Thermador dishwasher for free. Come to Campo today to see how we can take your kitchen to the next level when you buy local.
Giving you a great deal is what makes Royal Honda #1 in the greater New Orleans area. Visit us on Veterans in Metairie and RoyalHonda.com.
Royal Honda, the dealership that's different.
Hey, I'm Summer Melanson, the softball instructor here at LVSA, and today we're going to be talking a little bit about the softball program here at the facility, and I'm also going to display some drills. So here at LVSA, we offer hitting, pitching, and fielding instruction, and in the upcoming months, we're also going to be starting a Lady Hook softball team for ages 10 to 12, and the tryouts will be in the next couple months. And we also are going to have some camps and clinics offered over the summer. So for this first drill, we're going to focus on hitting the inside half of the ball. So you want to try to hit the inside threads right there. And we're going to stop contact and then go to extension. So for this drill, you're going to take your back hand and put it on the barrel of the bat, and you're going to push with this hand to throw the barrel at the ball. So it's going to look like this. This helps with your front shoulder and making sure that you don't pull off the ball. Make sure you're extending straight through the ball back to the pitcher. For this next drill, you're going to take your front hand and hold the ball in it to make sure that we keep this front shoulder in, and your back hand is going to go straight to the ball and make sure that we're coming through the ball and we're not pulling off with our shoulder. This next drill is called low ball tee, and this is to make sure that we're not leaning forward to go get the ball or like leaving ourselves in our legs. So you want to stay back and stay tall and drive the ball. Now we're going to move on to fielding, and this first drill is called the short hop drill. This makes sure that you come get the ball and you don't back up from it, and also make sure that you keep your head down to watch it all the way in. So this next drill is a backhand drill, and what we're going to do is we're going to stay low and cross over and drag our glove against the ground. This is important, especially for a shortstop, in case there's a ball hitting the 5-6 hole. You can go back and get it and make sure you take the right angle back. That was a few drills we work on with our softball lessons. If you're interested in joining, you can go to our website and find more information there, or you can call here at LBSA and ask for Summer, and I'll be more than happy to help.
So it's time to wrap up another edition of the Cox Ford Nola Prep Baseball and Softball Show here at LBSA, though, Ryan. Something always going on.
Big summer planned. Lots of camps, clinics, tons of events going on this summer. We've got everything starting to get ramped up for when all the boys and girls get out of school. So certainly check out the website, give us a call. Something for everybody.
It's a fun time of the year, a fun time to come to LBSA, and it's a fun time to follow New Orleans area prep baseball and softball. That'll do it. Thanks for watching. I'm Eric Ritchie. Good night, everybody, and good luck to those teams still looking for a state championship.